promised us a pizza party, and then he goes on and locks my team. I mean, actions speak louder than words.
I don't love projections. Sometimes I think they're dumb. I don't love draft grades. I think draft grades are stupid a lot of the time. Speaking of, we might need to do some draft grades later.
And now, for the greatest fantasy football podcast this side of Nevada, hosted by the biggest of chickens, Joe, and Kyle Milby, it's the That's My Quarterback podcast, sponsored by Richland Chevrolet.
It's my quarterback.
All right, here we are. I'm going to call this the first episode of season 2 of That's My Quarterback. Are we still the official podcast of the Madden Curse League?
Definitely the most viewed, the more professional one.
All right.
So yeah, we are the official. There has come a unofficial podcast, which I think we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we'll get into that more later. So I think we could still say we're the official podcast of That's My Quarterback, of the Madden Curse League. Sponsored by Big Joe. We've got t-shirts.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thanks for the t-shirts, Joe. Is everyone going to get a t-shirt?
Yes, everyone.
Or do you have to come on the podcast to get a t-shirt?
Well, that's a good one. Come on the podcast. If you've been on, you got to come on again to get one. That's what we do.
All right. So we've got a lot to catch up on. It's been a while, but we are finally back. And yeah, we're going to try to pump out some episodes, even in these summer days that are coming up, even though there's not going to be much going on NFL-wise.
Yeah, Brent's gonna tear you a new one.
Yeah,
if you don't,
we had
Brent,
to.
we got lives.
Brent was getting in our heads.
Brent has no idea what it's like to have a young family, to have a wife at home with kids. I mean, we all know.
Yeah, you can gotta rub it in.
It's
man.
tough. I didn't mean to rub it in, but you know, it's tough to get together and to do that.
Oh man,
we haven't even introduced our guest for those who don't know.
That was probably the biggest bombshell.
I guess so.
We have Commissioner bringing in season 2 by showing up on the first episode. So yeah, Jeff, how do you feel? We are going to interview Jeff.
I
at
feel
the
like
end of this.
I feel like the interview is gonna be more of a roast, but we'll see.
Don't think so bad about yourself.
I'm not thinking bad about me.
We just want to get to know you.
I have a feeling there might be some tough questions.
Oh, for sure.
There might be some tough questions.
Can you promise us you're going to answer them all honestly?
Absolutely.
Can you look at the camera?
Oh man,
Absolutely.
I have my Bible's not in here right now. We could have made him swear on the Bible or something. All right. Well, I think the first thing that we'll talk about was March Madness.
All right.
Because that happened now. What? I guess was it the last?
March?
Did we do it in March?
Yeah.
We did do it in March. And wow, it seems so far away now.
The end of March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
April.
I think it was last weekend of March.
5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
About that.
And now we're here in May.
Still recovering.
By the way, happy birthday, Joe.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's more important than having the commissioner on the podcast. Is my birthday today, 31. I'm still 15 years younger than BK, so doing all right.
What'd you do for your birthday?
Have sick kids at home. When you get that old. Actually, I was taking a shower this morning. This is how you know I'm getting older. I took a shower, was washing, and I turned my head, and I got a crank in my neck. And so all day I've been trying to work that out. Every year, just worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
BK probably has some advice for that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the advice. I'm sure he will drop it when he hears this. Some advice for my old body aging.
Drop it in the comments, BK. Sorry. But yeah, and it's May the 4th. Are you guys Star Wars?
Oh yeah, May the 4th be with you.
You share birthday with Tanner Raisley, right?
Yeah, he shares a birthday with me. Okay, that's you got to flip it around. He shares a birthday with me. So, Tanner, if you're watching this, you already know it's my birthday, not yours.
Are you into Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like big fan?
Yeah, big fan.
Okay. All right, makes sense.
I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of the Mall series yet. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't watched it yet.
No.
Which one?
The new series on there, Mall.
No, the Darth Maul one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like
Something I don't like about the new stuff they're coming out with is like, they'll title it something, so like Ahsoka, right? Mm-hmm. But then it's not really about Ahsoka, it's about Sabine. And then they would title it like Maul, and it's not necessarily so far about Maul, it's about a different Jedi. So, I don't know, they just kind of use the name like Kenobi. It wasn't really about Kenobi, it was about the third sister, or whatever. So they're just using names to try to introduce new characters. I don't know, Disney needs to figure it out. So
I feel like I'm embarrassed to watch the cartoons. I don't know why.
You need to see Rebels, Star Wars Rebels.
I seen some Rebels from.
You haven't watched Rebels? You can't.
I seen some Rebels from a long time ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a cool show. But I'm like, if I just stay up at night and I'm watching like a Star Wars cartoon, I don't know why. It's just like if it's like a real person, I feel like less of I don't know.
Yeah, only when I watch this Clone Wars.
I
I told my little brother Aaron this, and he was like, "You need to swallow your pride."
Thank you. Yeah,
It's like, you're probably right.
yeah. I will mainly watch the cartoons. You guys know if I'm like, because what's the best TV shows? I'm always dropping cartoons in there. Like,
Right, you do.
That's just me. I need to grow up, I guess. Kyle needs to swallow his pride. I need to grow up. What do you need to do different? Run the league different?
I'm sure you have a lot of opinions on that.
March Madness. I mean, we try to warn them.
March Madness.
We try to warn them. Team Joe, we can ball.
Yeah. Well, let's go chronological. So obviously, first we spun the wheel.
Yeah,
Right.
that was a good time.
What do we think about Keith's punishment?
I think he got off easy.
Yeah, I think it wasn't that bad. But then the more I'm thinking about it, it's like, it's still kind of bad.
It's a fun punishment.
Like, did you see the little Princess Leia costume I
Oh,
sent
that was
in the
good.
chat?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that was a good
I don't
one.
want to wear that and be on our calendar forever.
Are you going to make him wear that?
Probably. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't have any better ideas yet, so I think it's a good one.
I still feel like Steven had the worst punishment, eating the whole block of cheese. And I kind of feel like it's unfair for Steven. I mean, he eats the block of cheese, doesn't get to put anything on the wheel because somebody, not pointing fingers, somebody messed up and bought the wrong size wheel. And it's too cheap to buy a new size.
It just makes losing that much worse.
There are wheels that have 12 slots on them. And Steven has yet to put a punishment on the wheel. Do you feel bad about that at all, or does he just get better?
I don't
I
feel
didn't even
bad
think
at all.
about that. That's true, huh? Because he was last and then 11th and 11th?
Yeah. Steven has opened up his heart to Fonzie and said, he just really wants to put a punishment on the wheel. And I thought Fonzie was just kind of like, okay, he's just making it up. But at March Madness, since we're talking about it, I heard his older brother Mike come up to Steven, and Mike said something like, do you get to put something on the wheel? And he's like, no, like it's just still the same wheel. So maybe, I don't know. But I feel like at this point,
Maybe he'll do better next year.
I don't know. Maybe he'll do better next year. Hasn't motivated him much at all. So, man.
What was the worst? I'm kind of forgetting most of the punishments on the wheel. What was the worst one? Do you remember?
I have them all.
Okay, perfect. Glad we got Commish here to clear this up for us.
Oh, yeah.
But sounds like half the league has already picked the months that they want, right?
I think
we're gonna get a lot
we're
of-
about halfway through.
Okay. I'm thinking we're probably going to get a lot of theme outfits, which
Oh,
I think
definitely
it's a
are.
good way to go.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good. I think the worst one for Keith probably would have been Leighton's, which was the feet only fans.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of that goes against Keith pretty hard there. I did enjoy Joe's though. I was hoping he'd land on that.
Me
The
too.
monthly food challenge. We all pick something to send to him every month that he has to eat live.
Okay,
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that was gonna be. I mean, spicy stuff, gross stuff, weird stuff.
Right.
Like, yeah, it would have been fun.
Yeah, some of those spicy food challenges, I mean,
And then I
end
think
up in the hospital.
oh, for sure. I think Isaac had a good one, the cold plunge in a Dodger Speedo at the lake by his house during the middle of winter.
Ooh, that's
a cold
yeah,
lake.
that would have been that would have been icy. So that's a good one. Give us a couple more.
Couple
sorry.
more?
Couple
Yeah,
more. I can't remember a lot of them.
BK and Zach did the 8, 14, 24 challenge. You have to pick either 8 beers, 14 donuts, or 24 miles. You can mix it up either way.
How? Okay. What
So
would you have done?
Oh, what would I have done? Definitely would have done probably 8 donuts, 14 miles, and 24 beers. And you can't do anything else till you finish.
Joe?
Treadmills are okay.
So let's say 8, 12, what was it? Donuts, beers.
Donuts, beers, and miles.
So-
8, 14, or 24.
The first thing I would do, I mean, I don't want to be that guy that always tries to bend the rules and stuff. I would ask, can I swap the beers out for shots? I hate beer. I don't drink it.
I don't think anyone would have a problem with
I would switch it out for shots. With that being said, what is it? 8, 12, 24?
8, 14, 24.
14 shots, 8 miles, 24. What was it? Donuts?
Donuts.
As long as they're not maple bars. I mean, if you got to do 24 maple bars, those things
And
are...
it does say no donut holes.
Well,
Yeah, just like a normal donut, like
Yeah.
a pink sprinkle. Yeah, 24 donuts. I would only take it from Shafter Donuts.
Oh, absolutely.
Like other donuts.
Shafter glazed donut.
I literally do not like donuts unless they're Shafter donuts, then I will go there. And
They are the best.
so yeah, I would probably do that. I would switch it to shots.
Kyle?
That's tough. Because donuts, man, I like donuts, but
That's a lot of donuts.
14, what was it, 14 or 24?
8, 14, 24.
But 24 is too many miles, I feel like.
It's a lot of miles.
And Ben was halfway.
But Ben
How
was
much?
halfway.
That's a lot of miles. And I can't do anything else before I finish. Oh, man, 20. If I drink 24 beers, like I'm gonna be
It's a lot of beers.
sick
too.
for 2 days. Probably would have to go. I'm just gonna say something because I don't have to do it. So it's 8 beers, 14 donuts, 24 miles.
Ooh,
Just
okay.
give me the miles.
Yep.
But now,
Just
now,
run it
would it
off.
be different? Because it would be different for me if the league would allow, which we know everything has to go through the commissioner.
Right.
If the league would allow me to do buzz balls, I would do 24 buzz balls.
I think it
Yeah,
would be
no.
okay. But ultimately, that choice is up to whoever puts it on the wheel.
That's right. So
I have a newfound love for buzz balls.
the line, the line buzz balls, are the only ones I have.
Yeah, those lime buzz
We need to
balls.
start doing just having a buzz ball here for every
Yeah.
guest we have, and
It
just
could be the
hit a
official
buzz ball.
drink.
There you go.
And that's my
The-
quarterback podcast.
I can.
Maybe get sponsors.
Yeah.
Or we can
Well,
get like
we
a
already
fake
have.
logo and put Fonzie ball or something like that. Yeah.
We just need to make our own
Hey.
recipe that's like very close to the buzzball recipe.
Speaking of Fonzie, what in the wheel? What do you guys think about Fonzie's punishment? He puts on it every year.
He has put it on.
I don't
every
know.
time.
I hate it, but then it
It's
was
good.
explained to me, and I was like, okay, like he always puts spin again. I think it's dumb. Like you spin it, oh, spin again. That's my punishment.
But the stress you're under, spinning that wheel.
I don't think the
and then
wheel
you're
is
about
that
to
like.
land. It can be depending on who's spinning it.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say I would be ticked if, like, and I'm not kidding with you guys. I'm not like that guy who's like, oh no, please don't do this, and you really want it. You know that AI photo review that Isaac left for me with me and the Wasp and stuff.
Yes, yes, yes.
If that was on the wheel about like wear that for the day or around shaft or something like that, and I spun the wheel and I hit spin again, spun it again and I hit that, I'll probably be ticked at Fonzie because I could have had a different punishment, and then I'd have to do that. So that's where I'm kind of like,
It can go either way.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it adds to the anticipation if you were to get it.
yeah.
We'll see if anyone ever gets it. But yeah, I think he ended up with a probably fairly mild punishment considering people were throwing out some pretty crazy ones like, coming up to the
Become a
to the
furry
March
was
Madness.
one, right? Like become
Yeah.
a furry was one of them.
There was a
for
lot
Ben,
that were
yeah.
getting thrown out there where Keith was like, "There's no way I'm doing that,"
Right.
but no one ended up putting the really harsh ones. So
But no one put something like ridiculous, like kiss your own cousin, something like that. Like we wouldn't put something like that on the wheel, like we're all. So I think there most of them that's been, something we would all probably do ourselves. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, everyone, I think it's fun to talk a big game, but
Yeah.
I think everyone's been pretty respectful with the punishments.
I think so.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So moving on to the game.
Yeah.
What were your guys' expectations going into the game? Joe? Did you
My-
think we would win? Did you
my-
think
my
we had
prediction-
a chance to win?
my
Or did you-
prediction-
What were you thinking?
I threw a bunch of random predictions out, but my final prediction's always true. So for the
Is your spread?
the turkey bowl, I knew would be up in the 60s. I knew we were just gonna run it. Fonzie really let me down there. He came with a vengeance for the game because he found out the league doesn't view him as a top 3 athlete, and he's still holding that grudge. And to this day, he still holds that grudge. But anyway, so I predicted we'd score in the 60s to like 12 or something. It was like 60 to 30. The turkey bowl.
Yeah.
March Madness, my final prediction was 50 to 40, and it was 50 to 42 was the score. So,
Yeah.
right there.
You're very close. Joe Stradamus.
I think when you put Joe and Kyle on a team, I mean, your team, Isaac here, when you put us on a team and you have the mastermind going and we can feed off each other, send each other, there's strategy that goes into what
there
we
could
do.
be. Well, I mean,
You guys just show up early at 8 a.m. and get
Yeah,
on your
but-
jersey.
But we look
they,
good.
They plan the jerseys really well.
You guys are the best looking team out there.
oh, that's for
Not
sure.
the best performing team. You have anything
Well-
to say about your team?
We did pretty well, I think. I was no help
What was
offensively.
What was your goal going into it?
Just play defense on Fonzie. That's all I was doing.
How come you were always trying to put me on a poster? on
Well,
offense?
that was my second goal.
Yeah.
I had to do that again. But I think we have some potential here on these next sporting events.
Oh, we're already moving on to the next
Oh
one.
yeah, we can move on.
No, I have to say, your jerseys were sick.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
pretty
the
cool.
jerseys were sick, and yeah, the little walkout to the layup lines with the jerseys. Yeah, that was sick. I mean, even cooler than the football shirts. But yeah, I think going into it, I was definitely thought they had a better chance of beating us at basketball than in the football game. I was more worried about it because I thought like, okay, if Isaac's hitting his shots, like we're in trouble, or if Ben really playing basketball on the Friday mornings, he's actually a really solid shooter. I was like, if Ben's hitting his shots, we're in trouble.
And we need to find someone who would lock him down.
Yeah,
right? Someone who would lock him up.
I told Joe, I was like, stay close to Ben, and Ben had a little bit of an off game, and then it ended up being the game was much more physical than I was anticipating. I think once it started and it started to go like that, I guess I wasn't surprised when it did start going like that. I was like, yeah, you know what, that makes sense, you know.
And we were ahead at half.
Yeah, that's true. You guys did lead at the second break at halftime, yeah, and then I think we led the other three. Well, obviously the end of the game and then the first and third, but yeah, you guys did have the lead. There were some stretches where no one was making shots. No. It was like someone just needs.
If I would have made 50% of my shots, I think we would have won.
Yeah.
I couldn't shoot to save my life.
Yeah. It was, a lot of people were getting guarded really hard. There was a lot of physicality.
Especially in the second half.
A couple fouls being called for the first time ever in that gym. Right? Mike, shout out to you.
And there were some surprises. Keith was a surprise.
Keith being there was a surprise.
Yeah.
That was great.
Keith made it just in time, and he hit some shots, and then he missed some shots. Keith, just keep shooting. Just keep shooting.
They leave him open. You got to take it.
And he made some big ones for us.
He can shoot.
So, yeah, he kept shooting, and he was making them. And, Fonzie's defense was, I think, a big help.
He came with a vengeance. He was upset that Mike had burnt him on the football field. He said, never again will that ever happen.
It was probably good that we put him on Mike. Yeah, because really, as far as the other team's ball handlers, it was Isaac and then it was Mike that would be afraid of kind of like making their own offense at least. So yeah, Fonzie was an integral part of our defense, I would say. See, Fonzie, I say nice things about you sometimes. Good job, buddy. Don't get used to it. But yeah, so we have some awards that were voted on.
Right.
Yeah. March Madness.
Yeah, we sent out the I don't know what you'd call them. The first round is just votes. The top three get into the finalists, and if there was a top three or a top two or whatever in the finalist, I guess the first one we can give out, the least prolific, I guess. I don't know if that's a real word. Shafter Education, Fresno Education. The least award, I would say, probably the biggest trash talker. The two nominees, we have Joe and we have Big BK, Big Country. What do you guys think? Who do you guys consider trash talking?
No, I think those two were good nominees there.
Were they the only ones trash talking?
I think so.
I don't know if they were the only ones. There was people were getting frustrated. The game got tense.
Yeah.
The game got tense.
BK cussed me.
Way more than the football game, I would say.
I think so.
There was multiple times where people were heated and it was good that we had
closer
the breaks.
Quarters and we're all up in
people were diving
face.
on the ground for loose balls. There was but definitely pregame. Joe, I think you had it. Oh, and then during the game too, because you were giving Mike you were chirping Mike for
about fouling
for sure.
I'm just if you're gonna be the one to call it. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. I know where Mike grew up. I won't drop the address. I mean, there's a difference. One side of the tracks to the other. I mean, if Fonzie and I would have called that in our neighborhood, we would have got jumped. So anyway, BK though, I will say something that stood out to me is I was guarding him, and I know I was fouling, moving screens, whatever. If you want to call it, call it. I'm gonna keep doing it. He tried to drive in on me a couple times, couldn't move the brick wall, and he got upset, and someone just told him, hey, just keep on playing. And he said, that's what I'm effing trying to do, but I keep getting effing fouled, and kind of yelled it at me. And so I was just like, I yelled it back. I said, if I fouled you, call it, don't cry about it, call it. And he said, nah, we're good. And he didn't call it. But I know Fonzie did tell me there was one time he shot it and he just kind of scraped Mike's hand, and Mike called a foul. And I don't know. So I don't know. There are just some people who will call him, some who won't. But the award for biggest trash talker voted by the fans was obviously Big Chicken Joe. I'll trash talk any event. Give it up for Joe.
Good job.
I'll win
That's
that
some good
award.
trash talk.
Yeah, I'll trash talk anything. I trash talk to my
Yes, you
own
will.
kids. You know, they come up to me, I'll trash talk them. Tell them their haircut looks dumb or whatever. I'll tell them. I think the next award we need to.
I thought you chose the mullets.
I did choose the mullets. The next award I think we should give out would be the defense award.
Okay.
Who stood out to you guys before I name the three? Maybe I'll name the three and you just
Well,
kind of.
name give us three.
The three nominees for that: Steven, Mike, and Fonzie. I think those are probably the three best defenders
Yeah, I
on the
think
court.
those
I
were
would
good,
say. I think it can go. I thought this could go any way, and it was close. It was close between the three. But what do you guys remember? What stands out?
Probably Steven.
Yeah, I mean, Steven, obviously, he knows how to protect the paint using his height, using his body, and then he's just a monster on the glass. And then, for me, obviously, I said it earlier, Fonzie was just like all over the place. I mean, the guy was like the Energizer Bunny out there. He was on mic like, a fly on, you know what. So,
What?
on poop, fly on poop.
And we don't cuss on this show, all right?
But yeah, and then obviously Mike, he should be on the list too because he was, they tasked him as the Steven stopper.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, the hardest thing to do on their team was to try to stop Steven.
Yeah.
And heck, Mike was fighting his butt off out there. I think he did a pretty good job.
I would say, I don't know if this was strategy or not, but they put early on in the game, they had BK on Steven, Mike on me. And I was going into it like, hey, I'm ready to catch the ball, drive into the paint. Mike would shut me down. So I was like, okay, well, I can't do that. I'm not even keep trying to attempt that. Well, Steven wore out BK. BK called for a switch. And, then he started guarding little brother over there. And I realized BK wasn't moving in the paint. So that's when I was able to drive in a little bit. But Mike was whoever Mike was guarding, like they were
For sure.
getting put to work.
Yeah.
So
I think
Mike's ferocious.
initially we were hoping BK's height would help with Steven.
I mean, the first half, BK was putting in some work, doing that. So, you guys want to do a drum roll since now we're getting to the real awards?
Sure.
Drum roll. Go ahead. Defense of MVP of the March Madness League March Madness is Fonzie.
Wow, Fonzie.
You get the Defensive MVP award. You only won it by like 2 votes, so it was close. I think he did good. Like we said, when we were planning for what we were going to do, we said, hey, we need to shut down. We know we can stop Isaac. He's going to put up some points. We can slow him down.
I don't know if we said we know we can stop Isaac.
I don't know if I said stop. Sorry, I didn't mean to say stop. We could slow him down. We could slow Isaac down. But we said if Mike gets hot, we're going to be in trouble. And Fonzie took it serious and, made it difficult for him. He was always on him.
I think we can officially say Fonzie redemption. This was redemption, yes?
Fonzie would like to say no. Fonzie, he's a
not done
footballer.
yet?
He's not a basketballer.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
footballer. He will wait until the next Turkey Bowl. He's going to be looking like Randy Moss out there.
I like that. I wonder if I'll be going against Fonzie next year. Or are we going to switch up teams for next season? I feel like we kind of have to.
Every time I tell Isaac, hey, do you know?
I don't think we can.
Oh, really? These are just forever?
That's
I
what I
mean,
think.
the rivalry's
don't
there
know.
already.
Well, we'll have to discuss that later. Well, that can be another.
We'll just win the main sports, and they can win all the little sports like
Oh,
golf
the
and
little sports, right?
all that. But they can do all that. Offensive MVP. We got a couple people out here. Offensive MVP, no surprise. We have Isaac on the list. We have Steven on the list. We have Keith on the list. I think all three of those guys. Did Steven lead our team in points? He might have. You and Steven were pretty close.
Honestly, I thought Keith led our team in points.
I think Steven ended up leading
But-
the team in points.
Yeah, I'm sure Steven was close.
And I think Isaac led your team in points.
For sure, yeah.
I think so. What do you guys think? I mean,
Isaac,
who
easy.
stands out? Isaac?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that?
No bias at all, but I mean, no. He definitely led our team in points. He probably had nearly 30.
I mean, I think my vote was Keith. I think if Keith doesn't make those shots, we don't win the game. So that's why I would think it's Keith.
Once he was hitting those threes, it was pretty bad for us.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting to the point where it was like, it was hard. It was buckets were tough to come by. It was open shots were tough to come by.
Right.
Keith was getting the open shots, and he made enough.
Well, give me a drum roll here.
right.
Offense of MVP. Go ahead and give it up for a drum roll, please. Offense of MVP of the game. Give it up for Isaac. Isaac, he took it. Isaac, offensive MVP. I mean, I think when you're the only one on your team scoring points, that goes a long way, you know?
Yeah, that's impressive. MVP, offensive MVP in a losing effort. I mean, good job, Isaac. I know
Kyle does not like to give out awards to losers. Period. He doesn't like that.
No, I was definitely nervous about having to, guard Isaac for a full game. They always make me guard him on Friday mornings too, and I know how good of a shooter he is. And then he's also super quick and can get by you. So
He got down the court a handful of times.
yeah, there was if I was getting screened up high, I was trying to yell at the defense to come up, and if you don't come up on him, he's gonna pull three. So yeah, we played really well. We were lucky to be able to limit him the way that we did. So.
And he does a good job when he goes to the rim driving. He finishes most of those buckets there. So, he's good at driving up to the rim. MVP though, hey, shout out to Isaac, new dad.
Yeah.
Shout out Isaac.
Is Brent the only one in the league not a dad?
No,
Steven, Brent and Steven. All right, there we go. There's two.
I was gonna say, we got 3 under 1-year-old babies in the league now, because mine's still under 1. Fonzie, Isaac.
My wife's due in like 2 weeks.
About to have
About before.
About before. That'd be a lot. Hey, that babysitting punishment's starting to look more real. I mean, that's
a good one.
hey, come. I just don't know if our wives would be okay with leaving someone with 30 kids. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
That'd be a good punishment for the future. Like, you have to do like a daddy daycare, like one day daddy daycare with everyone.
I saw a punishment. I was gonna
man.
do it. It has nothing to do with kids, but I just thought about it right now. I don't want to forget it. The loser has to like pick someone's lawn or something, or whoever has the biggest lawn, and cut it with like the safety scissors, So get down there and cut their lawn with the safety scissors.
Oh my god.
It'd take all day long. Like,
Let it grow real tall right before.
Dude,
that would suck.
that's actually a good one.
Probably take you a couple days. Just
for sure.
come back over and over again. Hey, MVP. Let's talk about the MVP. MVP, the one who's did the best of the game, most valuable player. Everybody votes on this award a little different. Some people will say, it goes to the best player, goes to the quarterback, goes to the leader of the team, goes to the player you couldn't have done it without, or whatever it is. Everyone voted the way they wanted to vote. For the sake of Kyle, I only put the winning team because he got upset with me last time when I put losing team
Typically, MVPs go to the winning.
Typically, I mean, I'm just like, if you're the MVP, you're the MVP, even if your team lost. I don't know. All right, we have 3 nominees. We have Keith, we have Kyle, and we have Steven. Steven's been nominated for 3 of these awards.
Right.
If Steven could trash talk, he would have been nominated for all 4. So, what do you guys think out of those 3?
Probably Keith.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, like Kyle said, if he wasn't making those buckets, you guys may not have finished it the way you did.
Do you think if Kyle didn't make those buckets, we wouldn't have finished it?
Yeah, same thing.
Do you think if Steven would have missed his buckets, we would have finished it?
No.
Yeah, okay, what do you think over there?
I mean, I'll say it was a complete team effort for sure. Like, couldn't have done it without any of us 5. I think I'm still going with Keith. Obviously, I said him for offensive player. He deserves some award because I don't know if I would say he shocked me, but he kind of did shock me. Yeah. Keith, I hope you win this one. I don't know if you do, but you deserve it in my book.
All right, let me make a quick case for each of them. I mean, Keith, he came in. He's, he missed about every single shot in warm up, which is a good thing because he made.
Yeah, don't waste them all.
He made probably he shoot like 20% from the line, maybe 30% in the game. He made what he needed. That was good, and he is a great passer. That was nice to have
Oh, that
on the
behind the
team.
back pass was sick.
Behind
At
the
the beginning
back,
of the game when he
going
did
out of
that.
bounds.
Oh, yeah, that was
when
cool.
he did that, and it was like one of the first parts of the game. I was like, we got a player.
He threw it right to me,
Yeah.
like down in the paint. So
It's all that experience at Gonzaga.
yeah, that's what the Gonzaga experience. It's really funny though,
Follow the
because
ball.
when I saw that ball coming to me, because I like to throw passes like that, and I saw it coming, it hit my hands. I just thought, oh my gosh, if I miss this, like for Keith throwing a pass like that with that effort, I think I ended up making that shot. But
Let me say one more thing.
Yeah.
I haven't said anything nice about Steven yet. I think Steven obviously knows how good of a player I know and think that he is. I tell him all the time. But Steven should be the number one pick in a basketball draft in this league. He is the number one basketball player. Like that, I'm going to say that would have like at affecting the game. Like if you have Steven on your team, he's giving you the most value.
he's a mismatch.
The better chance to win, with his size and then
He can shoot too.
his rebounding,
skill,
he can
yeah.
shoot, he can pass. I mean, he can do it all.
That's like my halfway through. We're like, okay, Steven's a problem.
Yeah, Steven is
gotta-
the number one
we gotta
problem
get
that you have
locked in.
that you have to deal with. If it doesn't matter who else is on the team, he's the number one problem. So,
I mean, I saw in the game Steven shooting from the line, shooting under the paint, driving in. He was doing it all out there.
when you have to go against your big brother, that's like the one person that can kind of like get in your head a little bit, neutralize
sure.
you. He knows how to push Steven's buttons, and Steven was still battling out there, and he knows how valuable he was. To the
So
team.
I think Steven probably led the game in rebounds for sure by a mile. He's just rebound machine. I mean, he shot well. I think he was up there between, I think you, Keith, and Steven are all probably around the leading scorers of our team. He was a force in the paint on defense. He was all around it. And then Kyle, I mean, with Kyle's offensive performance and then having the task of trying to slow down Isaac, I mean, that's MVP effort there, trying to slow Isaac down. Because if Isaac, like we said, if Isaac gets hot, I mean, who's stopping him? We can't stop him. So anyway, drum roll for the last award given out, MVP. Drum roll, please. Give it up for none other than the host of the Fast 40 podcast, Keith freaking Star. Let's go, Keith.
Let's go.
Hey, I knew you would do it, Keith. And I will say this, Keith won by a landslide. I think there's only one other vote for someone else. But,
Really?
Really, that was it.
Good job, Keith. You
So-
deserve it, buddy.
That's right. Don't let anyone tell you you don't deserve it. You might be a bad podcast host, but you're a good basketball player, all right? There you go. Was that too much?
MVP.
We only speak truth here.
MVP. All right, that was fun.
Good job.
And March Madness was fun.
It was a good time.
I guess we're talking about golf next now.
The tables will turn.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have no expectation that
like
we would
no
win.
contest.
No expectation we'll win. And
What's your prediction for score on the golf?
how are we scoring it?
It's like golf.
A lot too little.
By the way, Keith, don't leave the league, buddy. We love you.
Yeah, don't leave the league. We'll talk about that later.
And please make it for golf.
They
No,
need
for-
it.
For golf, yeah, we're gonna get swept probably worse than you guys did on football, and it's gonna be the biggest landslide upset, or not upset. It's gonna be the biggest landslide victory of any sport we do. Like I said, I would even take our team in like a relay race. I'll take our team in a swimming contest. I'll take our team in a freestyle rap battle, and we have Kyle. So, I mean, I think
Low key, I'm a pretty good freestyle.
Yeah, I know.
no, I just think when it comes to golf, we don't stand a chance.
Kyle and Keith.
Hey, we might win the
there we
freestyle
go.
rap
I
battle.
think you could.
Yeah, that might be.
Hey,
I know. I bet BK can hold his
He's
own.
probably got some bars. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
after a couple beers, I feel like he just.
No, bar. I said bars, not beers.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right. Well, March Madness was fun. Let's move on to. Well, obviously we haven't recorded since I recorded with the champs. And that was like during the playoffs. I think we had the Rams and Panthers game on. So man, yeah, it's been since beginning of January. Shoot. So there's been a lot that's happened since then. A lot of trades. Joe, obviously you've been involved in a lot. You always are.
Every three-way
Probably
trade comes through me,
70% of it.
Yeah,
and it
that's what
does.
you said. And
And if I catch wind of someone else working on a three-way trade, I will do everything I can to interrupt that and give up more on my end to make it happen. Do I get fleeced? Probably, but still, every three-way
You'll be
trade,
involved.
I want to be involved. That's it.
I will say I was a little bit flustered that one day that I was trying to make a trade with Fonzie and Keith, and you were like, "Oh yeah, all the three-way trades go through me." I was going, "We'll see about that." But I made the mistake of including Fonzie in my three-way
Yeah.
trades. So,
If Fonzie's involved,
if
Joe's
Fonzie's
involved.
then yeah.
And I just assume that.
So
It's safe to assume.
I'm not saying that
I
I
learned my
get
lesson.
his text messages. I'm not saying he's ever logged in.
You probably
you-
have his phone
on my-
synced.
You know, I found out that he was dating his now wife because one time I got a message, an email that said, "You sent $10 to Elena," and it said for coffee. And I was like, "No, I didn't." And I clicked on it, and it said it was Fonzie's Id Alfonso. He sent $10 to, and I was like, "Oh, he used my phone for his email the other day." So do I get his emails? Maybe. And that's how I called him out. I said, "Hey, what are you doing with Elena?" So now they're married and all that. So
wow.
I'm
Well,
a great boss. I don't know what to say.
You track
Great
him and
boss.
everything.
Track him, all that.
I guess the first blockbuster trade of the offseason was Joe and Keith. Joe sends Bijan Robinson, Bo Nix, and
man.
Brian Thomas Jr. and receives from Keith, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson.
That's a big trade.
I mean, Bijan Robinson,
Alone, that's a big trade.
that's probably the number one player in fantasy football.
Right.
And you traded him away.
Yes.
That's a brave move.
Yes.
How do you feel about the trade now?
You know, when you look at it directly on paper, I lost that trade by a mile, in my opinion. However, when you look at my roster, you look at my team, at the time, you know, I still have Christian McCaffrey, Shaquan Barkley. At the time, I had Derrick Henry, I believe. I mean, I had running backs. You know, I was known as a running back man. I just feel like I needed to upgrade a quarterback. Bo Nix, he's good. I don't know if he's going to be Josh Allen good. Josh Allen leads quarterbacks by a mile, you know.
I mean, he's like number one or number two
Yeah,
every year.
year. So I needed to upgrade there. I needed a talented receiver to pair with CeeDee Lamb. And I think Justin Jefferson will have a bounce back year. Yeah, I mean, I just think I did give up a lot. I received not as much as I gave up, but I feel like just with the structure of my team, I think it could benefit me. Unless Josh Allen goes down and then I'm running with Shadur Sanders. So Pro Bowl, you know?
Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I feel like the X factor in that trade has got to be Justin Jefferson because obviously we know in the past we've seen him be like, you know, the number one receiver or top 5 receiver. And then obviously last year, what was he? He wasn't even top 10, right?
No.
I don't think so.
He's probably like 11 to 20. I'd have to look. But maybe if that. Obviously you think with the talent he has, he's probably going to turn it around.
Can Kyler do it?
Yeah, it's Kyler Murray's quarterback. I guess
know.
we'll see. But yeah, I get why you would do the trade, Joe, because you're so strong in your running back and your other
I had him married
skill
Hampton as well.
positions. It was
Forgot
like,
about Hampton.
yeah, it was like, hey, let me go out and get the best quarterback, and so then I can have the best quarterback and maybe still be the best at running back, or you know, one of the best running back rooms in the league. I mean, probably still the best, right?
think so, yeah.
Probably still the best.
I think so.
I don't want to jinx it, but I do think it's the best in the league.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
So yeah, I see what you're doing there. Some other more recent ones. We had a 3-way trade. Some were calling it the fleece for Brees.
All right.
Who's calling it that?
Just me. I just wanted
You're
to call
calling
it
it
that.
that, yeah.
He's been in a few trades, so which one is really the fleece for Brees? I guess we'll see. But it involved Brees Hall going to Keith. Keith wanted Brees Hall. Scatterbo goes to Joe, right? And Brian Thomas Jr. goes back to Fonzie. Those were the main. Was it? There was maybe a little bit more.
Fonzie
But those were
ended
those
up-
three
Main
main
names,
Those are
yeah.
three main
I
portions
think
of the
Fonzie
trade.
ended up with Brian Thomas and Brees Hall. And who did I end up with? Scatterbo in that one? And who did I give away?
Yeah, I believe you ended up with Scatterbo. I need to check. Jeff, you got it up there?
Yeah, I can get it.
Sorry. It's telling me I gotta upgrade my app. I was just on it. Well, yeah. Then obviously after that, you sent Scatable to me for Derrick Henry in the 111, which I'm stoked about. Scatable was one of my offseason targets for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely a guy that I wanted to have on my team, not just because I think he's going to be a good running back. He's just fun. I like having fun people on my team too. So
He's definitely fun.
yeah.
So you two are probably the biggest Scatable lovers in the league, I would say.
Oh really?
I mean, I just,
Jeff was a big
I don't know. I think
I'm
with,
a Scat fan, for
I'm not big on Scatabo. I mean, I think he was already slow to begin with. He breaks his ankle or dislocates it. He's got to work his way back up. I do think he survived the draft. I think that's going to be huge because he's going to be the goal line guy for Harbaugh over there. So I think he could still have a really good season. I don't think he'll have a great season like I think maybe like 2 years from now. I don't think he's going to be putting up great numbers. I think he's going to, have a little bit wear and tear on his body. I mean, running backs just get slower. They don't really get faster. Maybe Le'Veon Bell got faster, but that's about it. I mean, I don't think he's.
That's fair.
I don't think he's all that.
Well, I don't know if speed is a huge part of his game.
Was he a 5th round pick? I think he was picked in the 5th round.
Was he a 5th rounder? I thought he
think
was
third.
higher than that.
I think it's third.
I don't know.
It wasn't 3rd for
I was
sure.
gonna say 4th, but
No.
we're all in different.
We'll
rounds here.
we'll settle for 4th. We'll settle for 4th.
No, but I don't think his speed's that was ever that huge of a part of his game. Like, he's just a gritty guy, and then I think what's underrated about him is he's a good receiver. I mean, if you look at his film from college, I remember some plays where he made some highlight reel catches, and then if you look at his stats before he got injured, he had some really solid receiving stats too, along with rushing. So,
Are you worried about Tyrone Tracy in the backfield?
no, I'm not worried about Tyrone Tracy. I mean, will they split carries in some capacity? Yes, but I think it's going to be Scat's backfield. I see him getting 60% plus, which it is annoying nowadays how everyone wants to do a split backfield thing.
It is very annoying for fantasy
Yeah,
purposes.
especially with you stinking. Obviously, I've dealt with it with Walker and Charbonnet, and then now Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, and I feel like I have the more talented guy. But yeah, I think Scatabo, and I think the Giants in general are a team that's trending in the right direction. I think Harbaugh's a good coach. I think Jackson Dart is going to take another step here in year 2. So watch out for the Giants. Watch out for Scatabo. So I'm stoked about that trade. Obviously, Joe still gets Derrick Henry, who seems to just keep running away from.
I know. With that
Father
trade,
Time.
though, with that trade that happened, that released me from the little clause that we had in our other trade,
Yeah.
where I gave you Derrick Henry, you gave me Zay Flowers. But if Derrick Henry retired or got hurt before week 1, being that he's old, you would have the option to take Flowers back, and I would be left with.
Yeah,
Derrick
that was
Henry.
that was also one of the first trades that were maybe the very first trade that was made after the season ended.
Yeah.
I think was the Zay Flowers for Henry trade, and now Henry's been sent back to you, and now to Mike. Is he on Mike's team?
Mike's team now.
And where is Zay Flowers? Is he on?
Zay Flowers is with Keith.
He's with Keith. Okay.
Who's on my team? I don't even know. I don't know. I show up week 1. I don't
Check
know.
in
I
the
got it's.
Okay. And then Jeff, did you pull up that one trade with Brees and
The Brees Hall?
The
Brees,
please.
Scat, and Brian Thomas Jr. Where are you guys at? What do you guys think about Brian Thomas Jr.? I mean, is he going to return to his rookie year glory, or was that a fluke?
I think a lot of it too is just media blowing it out too. But I think he could bounce back.
I think he'll land somewhere in the middle. I don't think he's going to be the number, 7 receiver in fantasy his rookie year.
I don't know about 7. Then maybe he was top 10, I believe. Yeah.
And I think this year he took a huge step back. I think he's talented. I mean, look at his size, and he's got like 4.3 speed. I just think Parker Washington, it seems like they believe in him more. Travis Hunter, I mean, he's going to be playing defense mainly. I don't know. I'm wondering if I think he should. I think he has the talent to be a top 10 receiver. I just don't know if that's going to happen with their schemes. So.
Yeah. It seems to me like at the end of the last year, they just started going to other guys. It seemed like they started favoring Myers and they started favoring Washington a little bit.
And they have and they traded for Myers, and then Washington came out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season.
You know, Myers is an underrated route runner. I still think that he could be the second best route runner in the league, behind Devontae Adams. I think Devontae, he's a great route runner. I think Jacoby Myers is right there with him. I mean, if you look at film that deep,
Yeah.
most people just look at highlights and he made a good play.
Nah, Joe's breaking
I
it down.
watched the line, I watched the feet, I watch it all.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do agree that he's got a ton of talent, so he could easily bounce back. So yeah, and going back to that Breece Hall trade, Keith gets Breece Hall. I don't know what you guys. I just asked about this to Thomas. What do you think about Breece Hall? Do you think Breece Hall is
I think he survived the draft.
another guy that's like, can he return to his
He
former
needs to
glory?
get away from the Jets.
So, and he's going into what he
It's his last
he got franchise tag.
tag. Yeah.
So this is it. Like I think he's gonna perform very well.
He's got to
I'm
try to get
pumped.
paid.
I'm pumped for him because of that deal I made with BK. What was it, Breece and RJ Harvey? Whoever,
Oh, that's right.
you know, whatever the point difference is, you add $2 to it, and
And you have Breece,
I have Breece in that.
and he has RJ.
And RJ Harvey, they just drafted Coleman in the 4th, so that's what it was. So yeah, Scat was taken in the 4th because it was around the same time that
Okay.
Coleman was drafted. Not that I pay
Gotcha.
attention to that stuff or
Gotcha.
anything, but
Okay.
yes, I'm going to pay for my kids' college with that money that I'm going to win. So
Yeah, that'll be a fun one to track. And then Munoz gets Scatabo, the 211. Obviously, he moves on from Scatabo. And then Fonster, Brian Thomas Jr., and Tootin. Fonzie gets back Tootin, who he
Passing him around.
traded away earlier this offseason. And he also gets back Brian Thomas Jr., who he had during his rookie season, I believe.
Yeah.
So Fonzie's bringing the guys back. He's bringing the boys back.
and then trading him away because I don't think he has Thomas now. I think Keith has Thomas now. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah.
No, you know what? I don't think Keith has
It's hard
Thomas.
to keep track. Hard to keep track.
No, you know what? Fonzie has Thomas because I've been trying to get him.
Yeah. Fonzie has him
Yeah.
again. He was with Keith though.
Let's
at
be
one
ready.
point.
He'll be next time we record. He'll be with me. All right.
Can we pull up the BK and Zach get Luther Burden trade? That was another one that was somewhat notable. If we're forgetting a trade that you would like us to talk about, let us know in the chat.
We'll talk about it.
And we'll talk about it. We'll break it down. Okay, yes, here's another one. Oh man, was this okay? So he gave Tootin away, and then he got him back later.
This was the first time.
Okay. So let's see here. BK Zach get Luther Burden and get rid of Montgomery. Munoz gets Tootin, gets rid of Benson and Joe Burrow. And Fonzie gets Trey Benson, David Montgomery, Joe Burrow, gets rid of Tootin and Luther Burden. Man,
Who did I end up getting in that trade?
you got Tootin in that trade. Obviously, you don't have him anymore. So yeah, I mean, Burrow,
I mean, who won
when
that?
healthy, is a fantasy stud. I don't know. Who do you guys think wins? Looking at that trade,
I think
who
for
wins
sure-
that? Who
I
won
mean,
that trade? I don't know.
I think for sure BK and Zach came
I'd
out
rather
ahead.
have Luther Burden.
Yeah, I mean, I think Luther Burden's. It's hard for me. I can't say how much I like some of these players because I don't want to let everyone know.
Right.
What if I want to trade for him later? Like, oh, Kyra likes this guy. I can get more.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Luther Burden, he's all right, I guess.
No, it was the BK and Zach. They just drew the lucky stick. I was trying to work just a one-on-one deal with me and Fonzie, and I feel like my running backs were just kind of too elite to be making this trade. Who I was trying to get, and I just asked him, okay, well, what other running back in the league do you want? And he was just looking, and I said, remember, they can't be like a top caliber. It's not going to happen. Give me someone mid. And he said, he's in Montgomery, and I happen to know that BK and Zach liked Burden, so I immediately knew it would get accepted. I think that's a trade that BK accepted without Zach's approval, is what BK told me. So,
Joe, do you have like a board in your garage and you're just like, oh, I know that this team is interested in this player and you just keep it? Or is it just all in your head?
I have notebooks like this one here that has, I don't even know if it's in this one. This one might be my, oh yeah, look, there's my MVP voting. There it is in this notebook. Yeah, I got different things, different plays for, whatever flag football. I doodle,
Yeah.
Turkey Bowl rules we're going over. I mean, I got things that like
It's important to have
that was our
notes.
routes against you guys.
Does Fonzie ever get a
Forwards.
sneak peek at this?
Fonzie will sometimes find my notebook and send me pictures. Of like last year, he found my draft board, the 5 picks I was gonna take, and he saw them and he sent me a picture. Hey, what is this?
Did he take them all from you?
He took a couple.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. You,
Yeah, and like
but
Shermaine,
that one was bait, wasn't it?
yeah, Shermaine. No, it wasn't
Pulled a
bait.
Mike Leach.
Yeah, chill out. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was,
You
it's
know,
definitely bait.
it wasn't bait. It wasn't bait. But because I had some of those guys on my team. But anyway, yeah. So I just doodle. I know I have a list of who everyone has on their team, what their biggest needs are, who they showed interest in the past, and so forth. And
It's a lot of work.
yeah, that's most of my job doing pools. I do a repair, then spend an hour doing fantasy football. So
Yeah. It's dedication to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Dedication to your craft. Well, we could also talk a little bit about the NFL draft. I mean, and how that's affecting
That was fun yet disappointing.
how that's going to affect our fantasy draft. Well,
Yeah,
hey, you
definitely.
got not for you.
Fun for me.
You got a nice new little receiver, and you
That's right.
immediately made a trade
Sure
to
did.
ensure that you can have that receiver.
I could still choose
Are you
somebody
going to
else.
draft Guy Lemon with the second pick, Jay?
I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, who knows? He could
Who
pick
knows
anybody.
he might tear his ACL in
Yeah.
training camp. You know,
He
you
could.
can't say.
Yeah, so we know that Mike's taking Jeremiah Love, and we
Or
know that
he
Jeff's
may not.
taking Mekhi Lemon.
He may not.
Yeah, we can pretend that we don't. But so yeah, Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. I think that's a pretty good landing spot. I think Mike should be happy about that because he's not really gonna have to. I think he's the clear number one. You know.
There's not too much competition. I mean, you got to feel bad for
Steven
oh yeah, Steven, but you got to feel
Steven
bad.
lost, Steven
He
lost
knows
the
that for
draft.
himself too.
You got to feel bad
He's
for
got Algier,
For
right?
Algier.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude goes. What did he do? 1,000 yards rookie season, and then they go and draft Bijan, and he's backup, and then he's finally a free agent, gets paid, and then they draft Love.
Yeah, so he's probably back to a timeshare at best.
Something we should do on this podcast later is look at the draft and say whose team benefited the most from the draft, whose team benefited the least. Because in my head right now,
That's fun.
how bad do you feel for Steven? His 2 running backs that meant something. You know, maybe James Conner might have a little juice left,
I think.
and
James-
Zach Charbonnet. You know, everyone was really hyped about him, trying to get him. And
but
2 first-round the 2 running backs that went in the first round hurt Steven's team.
they did. I
Like,
mean,
and who does he have now at running back?
but I mean,
on, man.
Sharp's not going to be there for the first couple months as well.
Price is going to take over. Like,
Yeah.
he's a first-round running back. They got him for a reason. I think. I don't know. I feel bad for Steven. I look at his team because I'm like, you know, it's because believe it or not, Kyle, I do sometimes look at people's rosters and say, how can I help them out? You know, and I look at Stevens and I'm looking at his team and like the only players that I'm like, okay, maybe I'll target is like Brandon Ayuk, but there's a bunch of stuff going on there.
He could never
Deep-
play again.
Debo's not even on a team yet. Like, it's hard to like. And then how much would you even give up for Debo? Not a lot, you know.
Not too much.
It's tough. So I kind of feel bad for Steven, but all he wants to do is put a punishment on the will.
He's
it.
got
What he wants to do.
He's gonna have to hit on some draft picks. He's got to hit on some draft picks.
He also has bad draft pick luck.
Yeah.
He got Tyler Warren though.
He
get
did.
Tyler
That
Warren.
was a good one.
But when it comes to running backs, I mean, do you take, if you're Steven, do you take running backs or do you trade your picks away? What do you do with it?
I mean, with this year, probably trade him away.
You know?
There's
Yeah.
only just a handful of running backs that are worth, I mean, a first round pick.
It's a tough roster to fix.
Yeah.
Just say that. It's a tough
Now,
roster.
if it
It's
came
only
to
getting
it,
tougher.
would you allow me to take over Steven's roster and Steven to have my roster? Because I would love to try to fix that roster. Would you allow that?
No.
No?
No.
Dang. Okay.
Sorry, Steve.
I tried, Steven. I tried.
Yeah, I've thought about that, Joe. I was thinking, I was like, Joe, I think is like just bored having the best team, and like I think he just wants to try to rehabilitate somebody's team at this point. Like, I had came up with this crazy idea I can't remember if I put it in the chat or not, or if I just like thought about it and I was like, no, like this is just too much. Like the guys are gonna be like, that's a crazy idea. But I was thinking of like how in English League Soccer, like you can like loan out players and stuff like that to other teams. It's like, what if you just like, what if like Leighton just like decided like, man, you know, I think my team's gonna get last this year and I really don't want to get the punishment. So what if I like rent my team to Joe, and then like I take over Joe's team for a certain amount of time? But like this is just
Yeah,
like,
I know that.
like an
I don't
insane
know,
idea
man.
that would never work. But it is kind of fun to think about, like, cause what if he paid you, you know, like a certain amount of money, like not championship winning money, but like
I feel like
$400 and like Joe take my team for 2 years.
if something like that would happen, everybody would have to be involved. Like he'd have to pay everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way it could work, but
Or he'd have to spin the wheel.
yeah, I don't know. But who else? We had Jeremiah Love, then we had Carnell Tate going 4 to the Titans. He was the first receiver off the board.
Probably will be the wide receiver 1 on that team.
And I do think that helps. I gave Isaac a hard time, but I do think that helps Wandale over there.
Okay,
in
sorry
Tennessee.
to interrupt. I guess is it Wandale?
I don't know. I just Wandale's what I call
Wandale.
it.
I always thought it was Wandale, and then I heard people say Wandale, and I was like, Wandale Robinson, you're saying it wrong. But then I think I heard like a announcer maybe say on Wandale, so I was like, man, I don't know. He's always gonna be Wandale to me. But I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Continue, Joe.
There's Wandale. I think he's a better receiver number 2. PPR machine doesn't really get that many yards or touchdowns. I think he'll still be a PPR machine. So I think Isaac has a good pick there. So that's it.
And then, so we had him, and then it was the trio of receivers that people were wondering in what order they would go in. So it was Tate, and then obviously Jordan Tyson to the Saints, and then later in the first, Mekhi Lemon to the Eagles. Obviously, I was going to ask the question, who rank those 3? Obviously, Jeff would rank Lemon number 1. He's traded up to draft him.
Right.
Who else?
Allegedly. I think Tate would be probably 1 just because he's going to more than likely be the wide receiver 1.
Oh, so you're trading up to draft the receiver that you don't think is the number 1 out of those 3?
Hey, save it for the questions. All right, save it for the questions.
All right, so you like Tate, and then what next?
Lemon.
Tate, Lemon, Tyson?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe?
Wow, I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna have to go Lemon. I'm gonna go Lemon, Tyson, Tate. Reasoning behind it is you got to look at the quarterbacks. You got to look at their landing spot. I think if AJ Brown leaves, go wherever he's gonna go. I think Lemon at a receiver 2. That's going to be good. All the
I mean, you look at Devontae Smith
right.
too.
So I think he's going to step right into that role. So I think that's going to be good. Tyson, I think he'll be good even though Olave's there. If Olave goes down,
then
I think Tyson's still, even if he's the number 1 guy, I still think he'll put out. I don't think I believe in Cam Ward too much yet. I think Tate was probably the more talented. I'd say Tyson's probably the more talented, and then Tate, and then Lemon. But I think you got to look at the landing spots.
Yeah, I think I agree with a lot of things you just said there, Joe. I mean, as far as landing spot, I definitely agree with you. I think obviously Jalen Hurts is probably definitely the most proven quarterbacks out of those 3 teams, and then Lemon and Tyson both going into a spot where there's already AJ Brown's going to be gone. There's already going to be a stud number 1 receiver on both those teams, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave. So they can easily, be the number 2. They're not having to go against the best coverage, the double teams, the best cornerback on the team. I think that's going to help them out. So landing spot wise, yeah, I think it's probably Lemon, and then Tyson, and then Tate, because obviously Tennessee's, we saw them last year. It's hard to think that they were kind of a mess. They're probably still going to be a little bit of a mess.
Probably.
Until I see otherwise, that's kind of what I expect from them.
Is Brian Daboll their offensive coordinator over there?
I think he is. I think
That might help them out then.
Yeah, and I think the Saints are kind of up and coming team too. I know I said that about the Giants, but I think Tyler Shuck showed something last year, and then I think Kellen Moore he's a pretty good head coach. I mean, recently we've seen him have success. I was about to say, what did I want to say?
Oh my goodness, guys, come on now.
But obviously, as the Eagles offensive coordinator, was he the coordinator when he won the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I feel like he was pretty decent for the Cowboys before that.
Right.
And then first season with New Orleans, I think they're showing promise. So yeah, and then I don't know some other picks of note. There's Omar Cooper was also a first round pick to the Jets.
I was upset by that. He was, whenever I had some of those early first picks, he was my target to go and get. Now that I have Garrett Wilson, I mean,
right.
So I mean that's the way it is. I got to trade out, you know.
Yeah.
He was one guy that I thought if he fell at like 106, I'll take him, you know, and I think he would have. But nah, he's off my list. So
Yeah.
And you had Sadiq.
Jets. That was Jets also, right? Picked up Sadiq. He was the only tight end in the first round. Maybe the only tight end that people will be interested in drafting. Well, I mean, more will get drafted in our draft, but
what do you think
we'll
about?
see how many.
So KC, what is it, Concepcion?
Oh, that's right. The Browns got him
To the
in the
Browns.
first round too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then someone else I was targeting, Denzel Boston. I was really looking at him. And he's going to be receiver 3 over there, you know. So I don't know.
Oh, that's right. They
Jerry
both.
Jeudy.
The Browns drafted both those guys, right?
Yep. So that kind of
Double dip.
hurts, you know. Hurts us who were trying to draft, you know.
Well, Concepcion, he might be a slot guy, right?
Yeah.
He was a smaller, quicker guy, and then Boston on the outside. Yeah, who knows what? You never know. Like, you know, the Browns and the Jets and the Titans of the world. It's like you never know what you're gonna get until
They'll have their
happening.
moments.
Yeah. Obviously, those teams, they've had some struggles, but you never know. Sometimes you find diamond in the roughs with teams like that, and they win you a fantasy championship. So, I don't know. Any other picks you guys?
I know Ben was really
That
excited
were-
about the Rams pick.
The Rams quarterback, that's
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, my father-in-law also a Rams fan. He wasn't too thrilled about it, but I think the further away we are now from the draft, I think a lot of Rams fans have come around a little bit on it.
They'll
like,
appreciate it in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it could. If he is a stud quarterback, and you're able to move on from Stafford
You got
and
Stafford mentoring and Sean McVay. Sean McVay is a great
Yeah.
quarterback coach.
yeah, and we've seen other teams do it. Specifically, the Packers have done it to perfection.
what do you guys
Twice.
think? What do you guys think about Jadarian Price going at the end of round 1? To
Oh,
Seattle?
that's right. He was
That's right.
final. He was the 32nd.
Yeah, I mean, will he be starting?
I think he will be starting. I mean, to start the season, he'll be
'Cause it's-
starting, but
Him and Emmanuel, right?
yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. I mean, you don't just take a round 1 running back to
Right.
let him sit. You know, I don't know. I think I like him. I think it's a good landing spot for him. I think he could be the guy in Seattle. But like I said, I feel bad for Charbonnet. I mean, when he comes back, how's he going to come back?
Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Charbonnet, I don't think he was ever going to be the bell cow. You know, I mean, Seattle, they already showed that they really like to commit to the timeshare,
And
and
it obviously worked out.
yeah. So I mean, Charbonnet, I feel like his ceiling is kind of capped anyways. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I mean, there's running back rooms that have questions. I mean, Seattle's definitely one of those that we're gonna have to wait and see.
You know, I heard something on the radio, and I wish I had the stat, but I don't have the right notebook that I wrote it down in. You like that, Jeff? But something about the late round, like first round running backs, they don't usually work out. So like in the late first, they don't usually work out. Like when you're looking at like, the only one I can think of off the top of my head, just because I'm a Patriot fan, Sony Michel, late round 1, they took him over Nick Chubb, I believe.
Wait, you're saying he did work out?
He didn't work out.
Oh, did
Didn't
not
he get
work
an
out.
MVP?
Sony Michel?
Yeah.
No.
No?
So Michelle had one pretty good season,
One
right?
decent season compared
And-
for New England running backs.
Another guy that just brought to my head, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That's who, yeah.
Chiefs
Yeah.
had one oh man,
had
this
one
guy's pretty
season.
good, and then after that, nothing.
Yeah, so I mean, they usually don't pan out, you know, is what this guy was saying. He gave a couple of examples, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he changes it.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he can break the mold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Was there any late rounders that you had? I mean, I guess you don't have to spoil
I
it.
don't want to spoil.
Obviously, we're thinking like, oh man, this guy that went in the 4th round, I'm gonna snag him.
A running back, I was disappointed. I have a lot of disappointments, like things I've had on my list that they just didn't fall to the right spot. Mike Washington Jr., he was one I was looking at in the late 1st, early 2nd. Went to the Raiders. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do? Fonzie's just gonna take him.
I think Fonzie will take him early, but I mean,
Where does Fonzie have? Where are his picks this year? Does he
he has a couple. He has a couple
of
of seconds. He has the 205 as his earliest. So
205. You know that by heart, huh?
I do, because I have a couple second rounds.
Yeah, he's got 205, 207, 212.
205, 207. So he's got 3 second rounders.
I think he ends up taking them, but I mean, if it was up to me, I wouldn't take him till late 3rd, early 4th behind Genty. I mean,
He only has those seconds, and then he goes right to the end of the 4th.
so I think he's gonna take him one of those. But I don't know. But there's also a lot of good sleepers he's been talking to me about.
I could take him 1-3.
1-3.
I don't think I love
Let me-
those 3 receivers
okay.
up there.
Let me have a question for you. Like I said, I talk to people in this league, out of this league, people you guys know.
Yeah.
I try to get all the detail I can as league gossiper. That's what I try to do.
You talk to
try
Fonzie a lot.
I talk to Fonzie a lot.
'cause he works for you.
I've talked to a couple people at Richland Chevrolet,
Yeah.
a couple Raider friends over there. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And
Sure, everyone's there.
yeah, you don't got to say who, but this guy told me that you're really looking forward to taking Makai Lemon with a 103. And all of a sudden, as soon as I messaged Jeff, said, "Hey Jeff," I mean we talk a little bit, you know. Hey Jeff, and as much as we give each other crap, like we talk, you know, which is what we do. And said, "Hey Jeff, I think I can get you Makai Lemon." He goes, "Hey, well, how so?" I said, "I'll send it right now," and we got it. And as soon as that happened, you know, you start trying to ship out the 103. Were you looking at taking Makai Lemon with 103?
You know what's crazy is this is literally what happened in the real draft.
That is
Like you are the Cowboys,
Yeah.
he's the
And
Eagles,
and you're
and I'm the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
that is, and I will tell you this, that is 100% why I sent that trade, because we were talking about it in the chat, and I even told Fonzie like, "Hey, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna let the Eagle fan jump ahead of the Steeler fan and take Makai Lemon." How funny would that be?
All I gotta say is we dodged a bullet. Makai Lemon. Have you seen Makai Lemon's interviews?
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's just got diva receiver written all over him. You're gonna get rid of one diva, and you're gonna get another diva.
see,
So
we'll see.
if anything, hey, I'm glad that it happened. We got ourselves a nice tackle. You got to build in the trenches. Joe, you're gonna laugh at an O-line pick,
oh
Joe.
man, I just think at that point, I mean,
This is a dark day for that
You guys
Wow.
could have got him.
Wow.
You guys could have got him easily in the second.
He was the highest
Possibly
tackle
third.
on the board at the time.
There's no way. I mean, what was his prospect ranking? He must have been low. I think I saw somewhere he was in the 50s or something like that. Maybe later. He's like, you guys auto drafted, but I think, you know, talking to some of my sources, someone mentioned a name, and saying that Kyle might think of Lemon as a generic or the next Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I think you're high on him.
Man,
What do you think? What don't
I
you think
honestly
it's kind of
can't-
suspicious?
I honestly
As
can't
soon
remember.
as you get the 102,
Oh, it's
he's
definitely
trying to get the 103 out of there.
Definitely.
I honestly can't remember who I said good things about Makai Lemon to. I feel like maybe I said good things about him to you at church one day, but other than that, I don't know. Wait, what was I doing that was suspicious? Time out. I'm confused.
I'm just saying, like,
Shipping
it's
the-
kind of weird. Like,
shopping
you
the
did
three.
not want to trade the 103. You were fine because you thought that Mike would take someone like Cardinal Tate with the 102. You thought Lemon would fall to you. And as soon as it looks like, allegedly, we'll find out later, because he says he's going to be honest later, Lemon going to the 102. I mean, it just, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, the 103's on the trade block. I mean,
There's also a thought too.
Yeah, get 'em,
Because
get
the
'em.
wide receivers room is very good already.
Thanks.
His tight end though.
he's going to get, do you still have that second first rounder?
I sent it.
No, he just has the one.
I have the 1-3, then I have like the 2-11 or something like
Does
that.
he take Sadiq?
I had kind of taken Sadiq with a second first rounder, but he's gone now, so he's not in there.
All right.
Look at that. Look at him blushing. Hey, look at the camera.
Sadiq.
I study your guys' draft habits, and I figure them out. So
Okay. Well, I will say, I kind of forgot something I was going to say.
You should be like a private investigator.
I am. I'm a lead gossiper.
Basically.
That's pretty much
Like legit though.
pretty
I
much
mean.
private investigator.
I will say, if you were to put a gun to my head, I preferred Lemon over, as you know, the three guys, Tyson, Tate, and Lemon. I preferred Lemon.
Because of the landing spot and everything.
But yeah, I preferred Lemon like at the time. Obviously, you know, training camp's gonna happen. We're gonna get more of an idea. But I definitely did prefer Lemon. Oh, I will say, I had a trade out to another guy in the league, and it sat there for months. But I knew we kind of had the same idea on the trade, and it was for pick 1-3, and it was I sent the trade to him, thinking that he would get Y, because I was like, okay, 1-3, this might be the Makai Lemon pick. So I was like, hey, I think this guy might want Makai Lemon. So I sent him a trade for another guy on his team. He just kind of sat there for a while. And then, you know, a month later, I was like, hey, you know, you never did anything to trade. Are we on the same wavelength? And we were. So that was kind of cool. But now, obviously, Jeff's drafting Makai Lemon, so it doesn't matter anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have the option of maybe getting Makai Lemon. Now I don't. It's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna pivot from that. Like I said, Tyler Shuck and Jordan Tyson. What's that? What's that? Watch out. Watch out. All right. Where do we go now? Oh, that's right. We have a rival podcast now, Joe.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
It's got a
Do you
good
want to
intro.
start? How do we address this?
Should we just critique it?
What do you think about Fast 40?
I think the intros are way too long. You don't need to play your whole song. It's a good song. Get a clip of it. You don't got to play the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy, which is nice. I think that's a good thing. It's kind of like, you know, we're kind of like the good stuff. We're like the heroin. He's like the cheap fix. You know, like that when you're waiting for your guy to get back to you. So people, I'm sure, are looking more forward to this podcast, more developed podcast. But I do feel like in the meantime, if someone wants something, you know, I mean, they can just listen real quick, and it's easy to, you know, record your voice and post it. That's nice. And, but I think the problem is, I mean, I don't know. The content, I think it's cool that it's like, okay, hey, we're only going over your starters. Hey, we're going over your backups now. I think like having one thing to talk about, like that's cool. But I kind of feel like maybe it is an opinion-based podcast, which I think maybe most podcasts are.
There's lots of opinions.
Yeah, a lot of opinions, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And hearing him talk about his bench and how great those players are, I mean, it's hard to take him serious.
I mean, that's just podcast propaganda.
I think he's just trying to kind of move the market on some players, you know? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, we don't do that on this podcast ever.
Not at all.
I would never do that.
No.
I know you would never do that either.
Never have, never will.
Yeah. No, but
It's nice to hear though too some of the deeper things that he gets to go into that you guys don't always have time for.
What deeper thing are you talking about?
Like the bench, going through each player.
We've been through each player on each team's roster.
Oh, maybe.
Jeff, did you ever think when you created this league that there'd be 2 podcasts?
I did not. Oh my goodness. I thought we'd have lunch and have some good trash talking, and that'd be that.
Hey,
now
league
we
lunch
have
coming up.
Dueling
Yeah,
podcasts.
league lunch.
Yeah, I gotta try to break out that day.
Are we dueling podcasts, or you think we can coexist?
Here's, you know, I don't see him as a real threat, and I don't mean that as like a dig. He's on Team Joe. We drafted him, you know.
Yeah. He was the MVP of Team Joe. He
Yeah.
just helped us. He was a key cog.
So I want to support him as much as I can. I didn't appreciate his third podcast. I think things like that, you know, where he just played that song over and over again.
It's just signs of immaturity, I'd say.
I think that's probably why in his last podcast he only had 2 viewers every time. this guy being one, Keith being the second one, and I think that's probably why he only had 2 viewers. I mean, I think it could be a good compliment. You know, it chills Brent out from being on our case. Here we are. All of us are men with young families. I mean, we just
maybe
to
you
do
guys have him on the next podcast.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe if he would accept my challenge for a 40-yard dash and do that. I mean,
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. I do think that I'm a little scared since I took a shower and like craned my neck. Now that I'm 31, I'm like, oh dang, maybe I shouldn't run a 40.
Proper stretching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to pull a hammy.
Yeah.
Then.
No, I think the shorter time, obviously, we've gotten some. You know, we go a little long.
Yeah, what are we at? Like 20 minutes right now?
Yeah, like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've gotten some complaints there, but I don't think a lot of complaints. And then, because you know, you can watch it in sections. And also, I will say my favorite part I think was at the end of episode 2 when he started bringing up some stuff, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, this is some juicy stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see some future episodes of Fast 40. I think he's gonna get creative in the future.
Yeah.
And you know, he started off just going up in people's roster. I think we kind of did similar stuff. So yeah, I welcome a second podcast to the league. I think it's good for the league.
I think he does have like a different. So you know, I guess I should consider this. Keith has a different set of skills than we have. I mean, his intro song. I mean, we borrowed from him for our intro song. I mean, I think you know we got to consider that he's
Definitely
creative. He's got his beat there. I think he's gonna find. You know, sometimes I went back because I'm working on a segment in one of our podcasts. We'll bring it up later where we go over times we were wrong and stuff. But I was watching our episode 1 and I was just like cringe the whole time. You know, like we started off real slow, and I think we're finally finding our groove. And I think the Fast 40 just has a slow build up. You know, and I think it'll finish fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see more episodes. Keep pumping them out, Keith.
Yeah.
Keep pumping them out. Definitely the audio. I mean, the audio quality is terrific.
Now,
I'm very jealous of the audio
Keith needs to
quality.
tell his subscribers to subscribe to us.
Yeah.
So that way we can hit 40 or 50, right?
Subscribe to Fast 40. I already subscribed.
Yeah.
And follow Batters Up.
All right.
I think he's inspired me to finally. We need to get on the socials too. So I'm gonna try to get us on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
And just blow this thing up if we can. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do we have anything else before we start interviewing?
Oh man.
Commish?
Roasting.
It's not roasting. It's just there's things we need to know. It's not roasting. There's things we really need to know, and you've already promised to tell the truth in all of this.
There's no way we could ask every question that we want to ask in one night.
Right.
There's some that we're going to forget. But I mean, you're the Commish. We'll have you on in the future, I'm sure. I mean, this podcast,
For sure.
as long as this league and this podcast continue, we're going to keep having guests. So, got to believe Commish is going to be a multi-time guest.
I got a couple questions, and you got a couple questions. Do we just want to go one back and forth? Like,
should we alternate, or do you want to
let's
do
alternate. Let's
all
alternate.
yours? Okay.
No.
Sheesh. Well, where should we start?
I mean, I can start with one I thought of during the show. I wrote it down.
Yeah. Let's go. This
is called the We Hate Jeff. The Ask Jeff Anything segment.
The
right?
Jeff interview.
That's right. Sorry, I gotta remember this isn't the We Hate Jeff. Does the Fast 40? Do you like the Fast 40 because they don't have a We Hate Jeff segment?
No.
Okay, that wasn't the question. That was just me personal wanting to know. Here we go. Here's question number 1. What would you do if you found out that a player was bought with U.S. money and was sent from one team to another?
Oh man.
What would the punishment be? What would you do if you found out? Like if I'm just like, hey Kyle, send me this trade, I'm gonna throw him $50.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I would have just absorbed both players.
Okay. Now what if it happened like 2 months ago and sorry. I'm not trying to say anything.
If that player was already gone from your team.
As the player it came, the player gone. Like, let's say Kyle and I, we traded, the Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry thing. Like, hey, I'll give you $20 too, Kyle. Oh yeah, let's do it. And then now they're both gone from my team. Like, What do you do? How do you punish those who are on a different team?
I think the only punishment that could happen would be, you can pull draft picks still.
Or what if like I did it to Keith and he doesn't have draft picks?
It's a good question.
We need to know. Not say that this is happening behind your back, but
I'm sure it's happened. I mean,
who do you think it happened with?
I don't know. But
You said you're sure it happened. Who did it happen with? That's a big allegation. This is just
No,
fun
I don't
questions.
think. You think it's happened?
it's possible.
And how much money do you think would be put on it?
Don't
Like,
do
what's
that. Don't do that.
what's the
guys.
most you
Don't
think?
do
Like,
that.
you wouldn't be surprised if you found out that BK paid Fonzie $100. Would you be surprised for the Luther burden? Not saying that that's what happened, but
Fonzie, if Joe is holding your wages until until you accept his trades,
I think
I'll pay you more. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I would, but I think if anyone would do it, it'd be between you and Fonzie.
wow,
Yeah.
you think that little of us?
Yeah, Joe, are you admitting something right now? With
No,
that
no,
question?
it's just
I mean,
it's
that's
one of my
the first thing
questions
that
here.
came to my
Just-
head.
That's what I'm thinking.
Question number one. Like,
You and Fonzie.
Are you feeling some guilt?
can't no, I'm just saying. Chill. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. And maybe the next question, maybe a part two of this question. If you said you're sure it happened, is there anything off the top of your head that you're like, oh yeah, it probably happened when, maybe Brent sent Scary Terry for nothing to
There's no
Keith?
specific trade that I wondered.
You just want to be surprised.
Yeah, if there's a trade that has been lopsided, I mean, it gets canceled,
Right,
which
yeah,
has
absolutely.
happened a handful of times.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give you some softball questions to start. So, how did you become an Eagles fan?
my dad is an Eagles fan, and so in the first football game or the first Super Bowl, I vividly remember watching when I finally started getting into NFL sports. Was when the Eagles and the Patriots were in the Super Bowl and McNabb
I remember
was
that one.
quarterback.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I do like the Eagles. This is cool. We lost,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
but yeah. So I mean, I didn't like any of the California teams,
Mhm.
and so.
Well, why was your dad an Eagles fan?
He just liked them growing up.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Do you consider yourself a copycat?
No.
Do you feel like you're living in daddy's shoes?
I also cheer for my team.
No, these aren't official questions. It's
I
just-
know. There's nothing wrong
I think
with
that's a pretty common thing.
Yeah, nothing.
That was the
following
same
your
same
family's
reason I'm a
team.
Steelers fan.
My dad's a Seahawk fan. Not a very committed one, but he's from Washington, so he didn't even know the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. He's like, oh, do the Seahawks still suck? And I'm like, y'all just won the Super Bowl, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was just. You want me to ask the next question?
Oh no, I had a
follow
follow-up question with. I was gonna ask, are you a scumbag? Because
Oh my goodness,
most
Kyle!
Philly fans are
Holy Kyle!
kind of scumbags. You consider yourself?
You
a
said you're
scumbag?
throwing some slow ones at
No,
him.
I don't consider myself a scumbag.
Okay.
Do other people consider you? They do.
Oh, do they?
Man.
They do.
Man.
Who's your favorite Eagles player of all time? Or if it's not, or give us like a top 3 or top 5 or something, if you can.
I could do, yeah. One, Nick Foles.
Number 1, Nick
Oh,
Foles.
heck
Okay.
yeah. Nick
All right.
Foles. I mean, the Philly special.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Can't not love that unless you're a Patriots
Right.
fan. And then just watching Tom Brady go and try to do it on the next play and fail was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Two, probably Carson Wentz. Love Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Oh, show this.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Show this way, brother.
I brought my jersey.
Yeah,
today,
there you go.
Pennsylvania.
But I had
Look at
to
that.
had to represent with our sponsor here.
He wasn't forced to. He just couldn't be on the podcast unless he put it on.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
forced me. They
And he's
ripped
giving
us
it
off and
he's
put
giving
on.
it back to me after. So
And then number 3, Brian Dawkins.
Okay. Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, Brian Dawkins. I
ooh,
like
he's
it.
pretty
Good list.
low. I thought he would be higher up there.
Yeah, but
No Shady McCoy? Come on now.
he's up there. But top 3,
Yeah.
that's the 3.
I feel like the Eagles have had a lot of like fun, like good players like
Oh yeah.
throughout the years.
Brian Westbrook. Remember that
Yeah.
guy?
Brian
Back in the
pretty
day.
good too.
Fred X, Freddie Mitchell.
And then they did
That was
they
from a long time ago. But
Cam Akers. The kicker.
yeah, yeah.
who's the guy they made the movie about?
Oh, the Invincible movie? Heck, I don't even remember.
I don't think I remember either.
Did you guys ever watch Draft Day? Wasn't the Eagles like the bad guy during Draft Day?
I can't remember.
Like it was
All
the
about the
Browns were the good guys, and it was like
Yeah.
the Eagles were the
I
bad.
think you're right.
That's kind of like still it's the same,
I
huh?
don't know if I ever watched the movie all the way through.
That's a
honestly,
great
but-
movie, though.
Yeah, there was some other good Eagles players that were missing here. That were fun.
You got
Deuce Staley. Why am I thinking about it? I'm thinking about
Deshaun
old
Jackson.
guys. Oh, Deshaun
Yeah,
Jackson.
he was
Yeah,
fun. He
that
was
was
fun.
yeah, he was fun.
Yeah.
Remember that time you returned the punt, like
Oh, yeah,
to
all
end,
the-
to end the game against the Giants? That was a sick play.
What was the what his first name? The white guy with the long brown hair, Cooper.
Oh, Riley Cooper.
Yeah, Riley Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Remember him? And remember
Yeah.
that play where he laid
Jeff
down?
like Trace's play.
Oh, that's so awesome.
What do you think about
No,
AJ
no,
Brown?
he was
Remember that
cool.
play
Though.
he laid in the end zone though on kickoff?
Oh, and then they
everyone
like
went
the
to
trick
side
play.
And they threw
Yeah,
it to him,
yeah.
and then he ran all the way down.
That's a sick trick
That
play.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
AJ Brown.
I do like AJ Brown, but there's some drama there for sure.
Ryan Matthews was an Eagle at one point. I guess that was the second team, but
Tim Tebow was an Eagle.
Tim Tebow was an Eagle. Michael Vick was an Eagle.
Man, what's
Hey,
his-
Michael Vick, that was fun.
Vick was
That was
really
fun.
good. That was fun.
He
What
was-
about one
he
of
still had some
the?
juice.
Golly, what's his name? One of the Kendricks brothers, linebacker, Fresno. Went to not Fresno State, but he grew up there. Kendricks,
Eric
Kendricks,
Kendricks, yeah.
maybe. I only know him because I went to Fresno State, so I was only
Yeah, and was there Lance Kendricks too?
something like that. The Kendrick brothers played.
But, oh man, but number 4 is Cooper DeJean.
Oh yeah, Cooper DeJean.
Really, I was really sad about the departing of the exciting lights this year.
Yeah, that was a solid defense when you guys beat the Chiefs a couple years ago. I mean, Jalen Carter. Give me some other players, Jeff.
I'm trying to think of the tops right now.
If Dak Prescott was standing right in front of you, would you spit on him?
Probably.
Oh, the big dude.
But probably not, because he could kill me. So
Who's the big dude that ran back the field goal against the Rams at the end of the game?
I wish
Like covered the spread and everything, right?
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan Mailata.
No, yeah, Jordan Lyles is a sick player, but no, it was Jordan something or something Jordan. You know, he's huge. He's like, I can't. Well, boys, season 2. That's my quarterback. We're off to a rough start. My worst fear has came true. I got a new some new Bluetooth mics, where I can have 4 mics that are attached via Bluetooth instead of just 2, and it's the same brand and everything, but I guess there is a little bit of difference. So apparently the little module that I plug into my phone that allows for the Bluetooth mics to be connected, I guess it must have died while we're recording, and apparently it does not just switch over then to my phone picking up the audio. So we recorded like an hour plus, and there's no audio. So this is a nightmare. This is awful. I've just realized this now. Jeff and Joe are gone. It's a little bit past 1 a.m. Yeah, this is terrible. So I guess hopefully we'll have to have Jeff on another day. Or maybe we'll just end the podcast and never podcast again. I don't know. Who knows? Just kidding. Never give up. So I'm devastated about this. Man, this is tough. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next episode.